Good morning, everyone. This lesson we are going to revise completing the square method. So this lesson we are going to look at how to complete a square and how to solve equations after we have completed the square. So completing the square is used to have plot, solve and find the minimum points of quadratic functions or quadratic graphs. When you have a quadratic in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, we are going to identify coefficients. So a is the number in front of x squared, b is the number in front of x, and c is a constant. We can write it in complete the square form, like this: x plus q, where q is a number, is a constant, everything squared, plus p, using the following formula: x plus b over 2. So if I'm going to half the coefficient of x, minus always half the coefficient of x squared plus the constant c. So let's see how we are going to apply the formula to complete the square. So here is an example. For all values of x, they ask you to complete the square for the following quadratic equation, which is x squared plus 6x minus 2, and find the values of p and the value of q. So if I'm going to use the formula, which is x plus b over 2 everything squared minus b over 2 everything squared plus c. So first of all, what we are going to find, we are going to identify a, b and c, a, b and c into our quadratic equation. So in this case, if I'm going to identify a is equal to 1, b is equal to 6 and c is going to equal to minus 2, now I'm going to substitute them into the formula. So I'm going to half the coefficient of x, which is b, and I'm going to square that minus the constant, minus 2. So half of 6 is equal to 3. So I have x plus 3, everything squared, minus 3 squared minus 2. Next up, we are going to tidy up the numbers. So I have minus 3 squared is 9, minus 9, minus 2. So this is going to become x plus 3, everything squared, minus 11. So now we can identify value of p as equal to 3, and we can identify q as minus 11 in this case. So hope you understand now how to apply completing the square method. This is the first example. Second example, we would like to find the coordinates of the minimum point of a quadratic function. This is a function notation in this case. So if we have the following quadratic x squared minus 8x plus 21, what we are going to do, we are going to complete the square for our quadratic, and we're going to find the coordinates of the minimum point. So if I'm going to use the formula again, and I'm going to identify coefficients of x squared, x, and the constant. So those coefficients are a, b, and c. So if we identify a, in this case, is equal to 1, b is minus 8, and c is 21. I'm going to substitute them into our formula in here. So I'm going to write down x minus b is 8 over 2, everything squared, minus b is minus 8 over 2, everything squared, plus 21. So half of 8 is going to be 4. Be very careful, the value of b in this case is minus 8. So we have x minus 4, everything squared, minus 4, everything squared, plus 21. So what we are going to do here, we are going to tidy up. So I'm going to have minus 4 squared means minus 4 times minus 4, which is positive 16. So I have a minus here, so minus 16 then plus 21 is going to give us a positive 5. So we have x minus 4, everything squared, plus 5, as we have completed the square. So how can we now identify the coordinates of the minimum point? So the minimum point of the curve, we know it's a quadratic, we know is a positive, a smiley face, the positive quadratic, because the coefficient of x squared, which is 1, is positive. So we know we have a minimum point in this case. So what are going to be the coordinates of the minimum point? So the minimum point of a quadratic is minus p, minus b, and q. So if I now identify the coordinates here of p and the coordinates here of q, because I have a minimum point, the coordinates of the minimum point in this case, it must be minus 4 is going to be a positive 4, and value q here is 5. So the coordinates of the minimum point are going to be 4 and 5 now in this case. So this was the second example. We have completed the square and we have identified the coordinates of the minimum point. Next, we would like to complete the square, and then we would like to solve the equation after we have completed the square. So again, if we are going to start with our formula, and if we identify A, B, and C, so A must be equal to 1, B is equal to 4, positive 4, and C, it is going to be minus 12. And we are going to substitute B and C into our formula here, as we just done before. So we have x plus value of b is 4 divide by 2, everything squared, minus the value of b again is 4, divide by 2, everything squared, value of c is minus 12. So if I'm going to work out half of 4 in here, I'll be going to have x plus 2, everything squared, minus 2, everything squared, minus 12. So we are going to tidy up here this. So we are going to work out minus 4 and minus 12 is going to give us minus 16. So we have now managed to complete the square. Next, we would like to solve the equation. So what we are going to do, if we want to solve the equation, we are going to equal this to 0 when we are solving equations. So we equal our completed square form, we're going to equal that to 0. And we're going to start to rearrange. So if I'm going to move minus 16 over the other side, becomes positive 16. Opposite of squaring is the square root. So we are going to square root 16 in this case. So we have x plus 2 equal to 16. And we need to remember when we square root, we have a positive as well as a negative answer here. Why? Because 4 squared is 16 as well as minus 4 squared is 16 as well. So minus 4 squared is minus 4 times minus 4, which is also equal to 16. So we have two values here, two numbers here. So we're going to write this down as I rearrange further. If I move plus 2 over the other side becomes minus 2. So I have x equal minus 2 plus minus 4. So we have now the first solution is x equal minus 2 plus 4. And we have the second solution as x equal minus 2 minus 4, which is going to give us minus 6 here. So this is how we use, therefore, the completing the square to find minimum point as well as to solve equations. So this lesson, I would like you to practice completing the square. 2, I solve equations, and to solve equations further you have 5 and a matching activity. You have 5 questions that I would like you to try this lesson to practice and revise. Thank you very much. For any other questions, I will be available during the lesson. Thank you.